70% of you guys watching aren't actually subscribed to the channel. It's completely free to do, it helps me out a lot, and obviously if you change your mind you can obviously unsubscribe at any point. If you could smash that sub button and that notification bell, it would be very much appreciated. Now, we've not got too long to wait until the next set of free PlayStation Plus games actually go live. 2nd of August is the day that we get to play new games, and obviously it's not too far until the official reveal for the next set of games as well. Now, we have got quite a few things to talk about this week. We've got a rumour for a pretty decent looking game, we've got some bonus free content for you guys and some other stuff as well. But as usual, before we get into it, if you guys are looking to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, if you're looking to get PSN credit on the cheap, or just get your games at a decent discount price, make sure you check out the sponsor Instant Gaming. The link down in the description will give you a little bit more of a discount as well, and it is definitely worth checking out. But let's get into it. First up, the drop. Again, we didn't get to do it yesterday. There's only one new game out this week that personally I think looks fun and that I'm going to be trying out myself. And it's a game called Urban Trial Tricky. Now, this game kind of gives me just like Trials Fusion vibes, but obviously a lot more casual. It's more aimed on the tricks and stuff that you do rather than just getting to the end of the level. But either way, it pretty much looks like a very similar style game, but obviously a lot more cartoony and a lot more casual. But either way, it comes out in a couple of days' time, and it's something that personally I'm going to be checking out. I think it looks tons and tons of fun. If you're after something new, definitely have a look at it yourself. Onto the main stuff though, rumours, the main thing that you guys kind of watch for. The rumour is for a game called Falconeer. Now, I've actually already played this game. I own it on PC, I played it a little bit, and it's pretty much a quirky version of like a dogfighting style game. Rather than flying your planes around and just shooting guns, you're riding giant birds flying around attacking each other. It's a very similar style of game to stuff that you might have played in the past. If you played stuff like Warplanes or Ace Combat, or even on some of the Call of Duties where there's been dogfighting modes, I think the last one was like World War II. I might be wrong on that one though. You're kind of going to be used to the game. For me personally, I always struggle with flying games. When we played Star Wars Squadrons, pretty much the same. It's just I find it so difficult to concentrate to be able to maneuver and fly around, as well as aiming at people, trying not to crash and all the other stuff as well. But the game does look really nice. I'm not too sure whether or not it's rumoured to be coming out on PS4 or PS5. Obviously, we get a PS5 game free every single month on PlayStation Plus. And I know it's kind of been promoted to be really cool looking on next-gen consoles. I'm not actually sure if this is actually available on last-gen PS4 and standard Xbox. But if the rumour is true for Falconeer, I'm sure tons of you guys will love it. However, for me personally, I think it's just with it being a similar style of game to Star Wars Squadrons. Obviously, it's different, but I mean, with the dogfighting style in it, it's just a little bit too close together for a similar style of game for me personally. Curious to see what you guys think on that one though. If Falconeer comes out on PlayStation Plus, is it something that you'd be happy with? Is it something that you'd be avoiding? Let me know down below. Now, I mentioned this about a week or so ago. We've actually upgraded the members section now. I'm looking at adding a couple more things into it. We started up a massive Minecraft world. A couple of friends have been playing it. We created a realm for it, and I was debating whether or not to add that as a members benefit. I'm curious to see what you guys think though. Obviously, the support is absolutely awesome and amazing from you guys. But if you've got any suggestions of new perks that we could add to the members section to make it a little bit better for you guys, rather than just the shout outs and free stuff and stuff, leave a comment down below and let me know. It would be really helpful. But moving on, bonus content. It's always nice to get free stuff, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or a different service, but this one's actually through Twitch Prime. Now, don't worry if you don't have an active membership. There is a link down below in the description that will give you a 30-day free trial where you can claim this stuff and a load of other free stuff as well. And Twitch Prime actually offers free monthly games as well, in a similar style to PlayStation Plus. However, a lot of the time it is usually more indie titles, but there's a lot more games that go on there as well. But this time we're going to be looking at GTA. Now, if you've got PlayStation Plus, you'll be aware that every single month you can get yourself $1 million in-game money for GTA Online. If you want to add more to that through Twitch Prime, you can actually get an extra $400,000 for GTA Online, which is absolutely amazing. Over the past year or so, they've been giving away so much free stuff over there where you can get bunkers, nightclubs, free vehicles. I know a while ago they gave away a submarine through Twitch Prime. All you need to do is link your Rockstar account. I'm pretty sure it's available for all consoles as well, not just PlayStation, which is absolutely amazing for you guys. I know when GTA Online first came out, the vehicles weren't too expensive. You were looking at like $1 mil for something decent. And gradually, when new stuff's come out, everything's just got more expensive to the point where you have to grind out the game a lot, or you're spending loads of actual money just to be able to buy the stuff that you want. I mean, like, personally, on GTA, I love the races. If it's got custom vehicles on it, it's just so difficult if you don't have something to compete with. If it's just like basic standard stuff, it's not too bad, but whoever's hosting gets to choose. If they put it on custom and they've got their fully modded vehicle and it's the fastest car in the game, and for you to get the same vehicle to compete with, it's going to cost you like 3-4 mil in-game cash. It can be a bit of a pain, it can be a bit of a grind, and it can be quite off-putting. So to get as much free money as possible for the game is absolutely awesome. Now, you guys always ask what I'm playing at the moment. I kind of swap what I play quite a lot, but then again, I'll have like my dedicated games that I play constantly. But this week, I've been messing around on Maneater again. Now, this game was actually free through PlayStation Plus, so it's something a lot of you guys will already own. So chances are you'll already be aware of what the game is. But it's a massive open world game where it's a campaign based, but with a little bit different because you're a shark. Which, yeah, I know that sounds a little bit weird. But you'll start off as like a baby shark, you'll go around eating stuff, defeating little bosses, doing loads of little bits and bobs, to try and unlock new areas to progress through the game. And the more you kind of progress, you level up. When you level up, your shark grows up, gets bigger, and the more you level up, you can add little perks onto it, which again sounds really weird for a game where you play as a shark. But it's quite addictive, it's quite fun to play. Again, I always say the same kind of thing about this sort of stuff. If it had an online aspect, I think it'd be a lot better, but the fact that you are stuck messing around just solo can be a little bit boring sometimes. However, it is that game that you can jump onto just to have some fun, just to kind of jump on a beach and eat some lady that's sat in a unicorn floaty. Yes, that's what I do on Maneater. But either way, it's pretty fun to play. Again, if you never claimed it, gutted. I know it's been on sale recently, but if it's one that you did claim that you've not played, definitely download it and give it a play, because it is awesome. Now, I've been asked a few times online about the setup that I use, what PC that I use, capture card and stuff. All the links are down below if you're interested. Everything kind of goes through to Amazon, so you can always have a look at it. I mean, the stuff that I use isn't massive, like high range. I tend to use mid-range gear, but it does the job absolutely perfect. So again, if you're curious, have a look down below. But before we finish up, onto my predictions. Two games that I'm going to go for, two quite similar style games in all honesty, but we haven't had one of these style of games in a while, which is the reason that I'm kind of going for two. The first one is Tekken 7. Now, you guys will already know if you've watched the videos for all, when it comes to beat 'em up games, fighting games, I tend to stick to the same sort of stuff with like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, just because it's kind of what I grew up with. I know all the characters, I know a lot of the special moves to actually play the game and have a lot of fun with it. When it comes to new stuff, I tend to not bother with it. But Tekken 7, it's a long running series. Everyone knows Tekken. I know Tekken, I have played it, but it's not one that I tend to stick with. It looks fun. Tekken 7, if it comes to PlayStation Plus, I'm sure tons of you guys will be happy with it. The second one that I'm going to go for is UFC 3. It's another EA title, obviously. Over the past couple of years, since EA Access came out on PlayStation, we've had a lot of EA games go free on PlayStation Plus as well, which is a bit cheeky, I suppose, if you're paying for 2 memberships and the free games that you're getting are kind of on both. A lot of people get annoyed with it, but UFC, it is what it is. If you know what UFC is, it's just a mixed martial arts game. It's pretty cool. I've played UFC 3 and I really enjoy it myself. I like going through the campaign. I like being able to create your own character and kind of go through it that way. It's a game that I don't play often, but I always have it downloaded just to mess around on. Curious what you guys think though about my predictions, anything that you guys are hoping to come to PlayStation Plus, like realistically. I know there's tons and tons of games that could happen. When it comes to next gen PS5 titles, obviously the list is still a little bit limited at the moment, so I am curious to see what comes out on there. Now, any of the games that I have mentioned today, if you're looking for new people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord, decent community and just an easy way to find new people to play with. And when it comes to any other gaming news, anything that I don't actually make videos on, usually just little snippets from games that I'm playing that might not be related to PlayStation or PlayStation Plus, usually get shared over on my Twitter. Same when it comes to like free content that you can claim or any extra games that I get that I want to give away. Usually they'll kind of just be posted over there, so make sure you follow in on Twitter as well. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.